Alright, hello, welcome. In this video we're going to be reviewing for the Chapter 11 quiz part 2, and I strongly encourage you to pause the video even on this first one. Try this question before watching the solution. I think that'll be a lot more meaningful to you. Okay, so the percentile rank is basically you have to figure out the total positions, and then you have to figure out how many you're ahead of on top. Alright, so percentile, if you're in the 30th percentile, that means you're ahead of or equal to 30% of people. Okay, so East in here, there's 12 players, and we just got to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So this spot is ahead of or equal to 4 out of the 12. Well, this should say East in here. What is Easton's percentile rank? Alright, so Easton's percentile rank would be 4 out of 12, which is 33%. So he's ahead of or equal to 33% of the people. Okay, and then this one is working backwards. Which spot is this percentile, 16.7 percentile? And you could just guess and check. You could do 1 divided by 12, 2 divided by 12, and keep going until you find which one is this. Or you could take that number as a decimal times 12, and that'll tell you which spot you're on. So 0.167, whoops, times 12 spots. So that tells us, well, that did not come out very well, but that tells us, I think, that the second spot, I wonder if we do 2 divided by 12 here, see what we get. That'll tell us, yeah, so I rounded it, I guess, before, but basically that'll tell you that we are in the second spot. So the second number up is the right, would be the 16.7 percentile, 2 out of 12. Okay, again, pause the video and try to make some sense of this one. Alright, so the key here is we want to maintain the same average as his first 5 days. So basically we just got to figure out what is the average of the first 5 days and then just run that on the 6th day. Okay, so if we average the first 5 days, here's the first 5 days, you average all those out. So that's going to give us 10, 17, 20, I think it's 20 over 5. So that means we average 4 miles per day. Okay, so on day 6, we just got to run 4 miles, because then that'll keep the average the same. We've already been averaging 4. If you ran more than 4 miles, your average would go up. If you ran less than 4 miles, it would go down. So we just got to run 4 miles on this day 6. All right. Again, pause the video, give this one a shot. Okay, so the key here is you'd be tempted to think the average is going to be 75, halfway between these two scores, but there's more juniors, right? There's more people that got 80 than got 70. Okay, so the correct way to think of this is in terms of total points. So you got to do 35 juniors, each scored 80, and then add that to 15 seniors that each scored 70. All right, so if you multiply these, you get 2,800 points. And then if you multiply these ones, you get 1050 points. Okay, and so that's our total points, which is 3,850. And then there is 50 test takers. So basically at this point, take the total points that they scored, divide it by 50 tests. So that's 77 points per test. Okay, and that's their average, which makes sense, right? it shouldn't be right in the middle. It shouldn't be 75. It should be closer to the 80 because there's more people that got that score. So it makes sense that, we get 77 as our average here. Okay, so just the different sampling methods. Remember, there's convenience sample, self-selected sample, random sample, and systematic. So pause the video and try this. Okay, so the first one here is going to be self-selected because they decide whether or not to answer. Fifth student that enters the classroom, that's sort of a system. So this one is systematic. Okay, and then the first 20 that I see that day, that's kind of a system, but I think it's more likely just to be a convenient sample, right? Because it's just easy, it's simple, so it's a convenient way to do it. Oh, and which one is best? I'd say the systematic is generally going to be the best. And not perfect here, but that's going to be self-selected is all sorts of flawed because only people that care respond. And this is just, I don't know, like these 20 students might be early risers or people get to class on time all the time. That might be different than the general population. Okay. Again, pause the video, see if you can make sense of this one. Okay, so what I would do here is just look at them originally. Maybe I'll do those here in red. Look at the original and compare how they change. Okay, so like the original median is the 3. The original mode is there's none. The range would be originally be 3.9 minus 2.5, which I think would be 1.4. Okay, and then the mean would have to add them all up and divide by 4. Sorry, I think I misspoke there. Divide them by 5 for the mean. So add all these together and divide by 5. Okay, and we should get for the original mean 3.14, it looks like. And now just recalculate them, right? So now do it, with the new score. So let's do the new and see if they change. So if we put a 4 here, now add them all up and divide by 6. Okay, so now we have 3.283 about. So this one went up, not surprisingly, right? Like 4 was bigger than the old one, so our average got higher. The median, I think, is also going to change. It's going to go up because now we have 6 numbers, so our median falls right there. So you do basically do 3 plus 3.5 divided by 2. And that gives you 3.25, so that went up again. Our median increased. Mode is still none, right? There's still none that are more frequent than the other, so that's unchanged. And then the range I also think increased, because now our range is 4 minus 2.5, or 1.5. So our range also went up. And so kind of, you got a number on the high end, that's going to generally make the numbers bigger, right? The mean gets bigger, the median gets bigger, and the range gets bigger. Not all the time, but generally speaking, that's how it would work. All right, again, read this one, pause the video, see if you can make some sense of it. Okay, so the idea is, generally speaking, if you're awarding the prizes, you'd give like 10, 10, 10, and 10. Okay, but the trick is there's more juniors than any of the other classes. Okay, so they would get more than 10, whereas like the freshmen and the seniors look like they're the lowest, so they should get less than 10. Okay, so the way to figure it out proportionally is to add them all up and then just take 400, sort of do the percent. Take 400 divided by all of these added up. Okay, so let's add them all up quick. Okay, and we get 1,800. So basically just do 400 divided by 1,800. So that's like 22%. So basically, these guys should get 22% of the prizes. So just take that 22% number times 40 prizes and then round it. So if we multiply by 40 here, we get, it's like 8.88888. So we'll just call it about 9 prizes. All right, so they're going to get slightly less because they have, less people than certainly the juniors. But they're going to get a little bit less than 10 prizes. So they're going to get 9 prizes here. Okay, that is all I got. Thanks for watching.